name is Nicola. I am simply a stitcher. Welcome back to my channel. So today this is a long promised video with a couple of people in mind, and I'm going to show you today how I put my fabric in either a frame like this, or a Nurge or a hoop. It works the same method, and then connect it to my Lowry stand. People have asked if I can show how I work it so the fabric doesn't get in my way. So this video will tell you all about my process. I'm currently in my dining room. It's very cold, hence the hoodie is on. So yeah, let's show you what I've got. Okay, so here I've got my bits and pieces. So this is She Sleeps. I've had this out of the frame today because I've shown it on my floss tube. This is the Nurge hoop that it's going to go in, and my box of quilting clips. It's fireworks. I thought it was a dripping noise. So this method, as I say, works the same way whether or not you're using a Nurge, which is now my preferred hoop, or a round frame. It really doesn't matter. So first things first, out comes the bottom portion of the frame, and then let's place the project in the right position. So for me, it's so that the strip that I'm working is about halfway down the frame, and yeah, I think that will be about right. So Nurge frame is open almost as far as it can be opened. So putting the Nurge on, I tend to start at the clamp, pinch point, and then work the frame on round the stitched portion first if possible. And this is where it can get tricky with an Nurge. And then clip it over. See, look, it's popped off the stitched portion now. Okay. So we're halfway there. So tighten up the clamp a wee bit, but not too much at this point. And then what I tend to do is, with my scissors, put the Nurge on my tummy, and then pull the sides down a little bit just to pull the fabric in and tension it up, and then do the same at the top and bottom. So now that is as taut as I would like it, and then tighten up the Nurge clamp. Now, next thing I want to do is to clip the fabric up so it goes onto my Lowry. Now, this doesn't have an awful lot of edge at this side, which is a good thing, because I only like one layer of fabric against the side of the hoop when it clamps into my Lowry stand, which I'll show you in a moment. So, first thing that I do is the longest side, which is this far side. I will fold the work in on itself until it reaches the edge of the hoop. And again, as I said, you do exactly the same technique with the round hoop. We're going to make a square. Then from the bottom, I roll it up, again with the work inwards. So using some of my clips, there is one edge. And then with this one, I'm just going to fold it over like that. There's two edges. Turn it the other way around. And let's do the same process going down. So these fabric clips are different thicknesses depending on how much of the work has actually been stitched. So with these thick edge ones, I'm just sort of putting the clip in between the layers, but then on this side I've got it clipped onto the whole thing. So we're on to the next stage, which is get it attached to my Lowry. So here I am at my Lowry. Now I have my Lowry, most people have it with the clamp turner facing upwards. I don't. I have it at the bottom out of my way, and it's simply because I'm a two-handed stitcher. That works better for me. So when we're putting the piece in the Lowry, if this had more on this side, I would still only put in one layer of fabric, and then I would fold it back on itself, if that makes sense, so that we would have a thickness of fabric over the edge, over the top of the Lowry clamp. And that is purely so that it creates stability within the stand. If I just show you with the other edge how I would do it, just unpin it. So it may not work because the clamp is there. So what I would do is one thickness of fabric, put it into the clamp, and then just tighten the clamp. Then I would fold the fabric back on itself and then repin both of the edges of the fabric. It's a bit of a mess, that one. So that there is only one thickness of fabric underneath the jaw of the clamp. Because I find if you put too much fabric under it, it just wobbles. So that has given me a nice stable base now for my work. So with this piece, obviously that is upside down, so just to turn it right side up, I'm just going to put it in there like that, tighten up the clamp, adjust the clamp as necessary, and then I can get on and stitch. So if you're using a bigger piece of fabric, She Sleeps is not a huge piece, it's certainly not the biggest piece that I have. You might need more clips. If it's top heavy, for example, sometimes by bringing the fabric over and adding another clip to the top of the hoop might just prevent it from pulling, from the fabric weight from pulling the stand over backwards. But that's it. That's how I do it. So yeah, you know, have a go, see how you get on. But essentially, whether it's a Nurge rectangular or a round hoop, we are trying to make the fabric into a square and pin it up. We're not rolling it, we are folding it, and we're always folding it inwards so that it protects the stitching and it doesn't dirty it. So there you go. Thanks very much for watching, everybody. We'll see you on the next one. Bye bye for now.